few years ago, you released your magnum opus, a very complex algorithm called Correctional Offender Management Profiling for Alternative Sanctions, or COMPAS for short. COMPAS is a large algorithm tasked with finding the chance of recidivism amongst criminals. You feel immense pride over your algorithm and the effort you put into creating it. It is soon revealed, however, that your magnum opus has a fatal flaw, a severe algorithmic bias. Now, what is an algorithmic bias? Put simply, an algorithmic bias is when an algorithm shows heavy disdain or favor for a certain group, aka a bias. This can happen intentionally or unintentionally, although the latter is far more common. But back on topic, this bias predicts 2 times as many false positive results for black offenders than white ones. This is obviously horrible for your algorithm and everyone involved, but what can you do about it? The effects of COMPAS are immense and spread across the entire US legal system. From those imprisoned based on faulty algorithms, to those who are given light sentences for the same reasoning, to the victims of those given light sentencing, and to the public perception of the law. These are all influenced on COMPAS. The algorithm for COMPAS is definitely faulty. An experiment run by Farhan Rahman shows that when given 7,214 different resumes, COMPAS output 1,282 false positives and 1,216,000 false negatives. This means that 1,282 people faced higher sentencing based on a faulty algorithm, and 1,216 people faced lighter sentencing due to said algorithm. This algorithm has real-world consequences and can ruin the lives of both the wrongly accused and the victims of the wrongly freed. In this situation, there are a few things that can be done. The problem can be ignored completely, and everyone can ignore the flaw in the system. The problem can be attempted to be fixed and re-implemented into the US laws. Or the algorithm can be completely removed from the US legal system. If the problem is completely ignored, black offenders will continue to face harsher sentencing due to your algorithm, and false results will continue to be used in the courts. However, it will be the cheapest for your company, and if no one finds out, your brand will not be affected whatsoever. You could attempt to fix the problem, but that will cost you a lot of time and money. But the complexity of such algorithms is not to be underestimated, and fixing them is a very difficult task. This may impact your brand, but people will have faith in you. Finally, you can completely get rid of the algorithm from the US legal system. This will cost you a lot of money. All the money you receive from this being used by the US government will be no longer there, but it'll be good for your brand and it'll make it look like you care about the people. Now, Equivant, the creator of COMPAS, said they saw no issue with their algorithm and chose to ignore all the flaws and keep it running. They're quoted saying that Black people have a higher baseline risk of committing future crimes after an arrest. That was their defense of the algorithmic bias shown by COMPAS, and 46 US states still use COMPAS in their legal system. Equivant's decision to ignore the problem has led to horrible consequences for many people. I personally believe the best choice would be for COMPAS to be completely removed from the US legal system. It has proven unreliable and untrustworthy. Algorithms such as COMPAS cannot be trusted with something as important as the sentencing of offenders. This decision from COMPAS plays a large role in how an offender can be sentenced. It can impact whether they go to prison or to jail, or how heavy their sentence is. It is a very serious topic. And if we do not know that an algorithm is 100% bias-free, it should not be able to be used in the US legal system. Algorithms and their biases should not be able to impact people's lives to this extent. The justice and the rights lens heavily follow this topic. With people needing the right to fair and equal trials, both the justice and the rights lens heavily support this view. Some lenses, however, can be used to support equivalent, such as the virtue lens, although that heavily depends on the virtue of the person presenting the arguments. I personally believe equivalent is unforgivable and a disgusting company, but that is simply my opinion. For I'm sure the board of directors of equivalent have a very different opinion with a pretty penny that equivalent has made them.